World Cashew Convention. I'm Shruti from cashewinfo.com. With me, Bob Green, Global Sales Director, ToxiMet, UK-based company. Welcome to World Cashew Convention.
Nice to meet you.
What business is your company into?
Okay, well our company is really focused on developing technology for mycotoxin testing, and in particular we test for aflatoxins in nuts and fruit and other commodities.
How does the machine works?
The ToxiQuant, this is a new machine which we developed at ToxiMet over the last 10 years, and it was released for sale 2 years ago. The machine works from an extract, so you would, for example, if you took cashew nuts, you would grind the cashew nuts into a powder. You would take 50 grams of that powder and blend that with a water methanol mix, and you would then filter the sample through a cartridge to isolate the toxins, and then you would load them onto our unique cartridge called the ToxiTrace. This then forms the toxins in a very narrow band on the cartridge, and the cartridge is then placed into our machine, which then measures the toxins. It's measured using a fluorescence detector, like a spectrometer. We use a light-emitting diode to produce light wavelengths for the blue and green light emitted by the aflatoxins, and those are measured by the spectrometer, and we get each of the wavelengths of the light are separated, and we get a result for the 4 aflatoxins and for the total. And our machine does that all automatically with no calibration. So it's ideal really for the processing industry.
What are the benefits of your systems?
The main benefits is because we do factory calibration of the instrument, there's no need to do on-site calibration, which makes it very simple to use, very ideal for a processing facility where you don't necessarily have access to scientists or a laboratory. So we can operate our machine up to 50 degrees C, which means that you can use this in warmer climates where aflatoxins are most prevalent.
Which are the commodities is most affected by the ToxiMet?
Most commodities affected by aflatoxins tend to be groundnuts, peanuts, but sometimes other nuts are affected simply because they're laid on the ground to dry, and the fungus that creates the toxins occurs when nuts have contact with the ground and in moist and warm conditions, so the fungus will grow and the aflatoxins are created. So those types of commodities are most affected.
How about the cashew?
The cashew can be affected more due to the drying process or due to storage. Then the fungus can get access to the nut kernel, and then you can get a toxin. Cashew isn't highly affected as like groundnut, where the groundnut is always on the ground, so it's more badly affected by aflatoxin.
Yeah, what are the key challenges of the company?
The key challenges for ToxiMet is really getting access to all of the customers in this area, all the processing plants. So that's why conferences like this are so important to us, to get access to those people that are doing the processing of cashew nuts or other types of nut. But the other challenge is convincing processors that they need to improve the quality and the amount of testing that they're doing to ensure that the end quality of their produce is good enough for EU import, for example. For countries like Africa or India, if they could improve the quality further, then that should improve their revenue, because they would be able to add more value and export to the EU more often.
What are the future prospects of your companies?
The future prospects, for the moment we are very much focused on testing of the nuts and dried fruit, but also rice and corn. So we can test all of those different commodities. There are some potential to expand the range of toxins or finished products that we can test in the future.
What's your feedback on this World Cashew Convention and how it is organized?
Oh, it's a very beautiful location, of course, where we are at the moment, and of course being from the UK, it's currently below zero, so it's a nice warm location, ideal for this time of year. But the conference has been organised very well, and it's very nicely laid out, and it's been very successful for us, so very well done too.
Thank you so much for spending time with us, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir.